to our 2K TV holiday special. We have an epic show to take you into the new year.
That's impressive.
Here we go. Hear from Shaquille O'Neal, Bill Simmons.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, everybody, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Very happy to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith, and relatively happy to be here with Shaq. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, they'll be up for this game, facing the team that defeated them in the conference semis last season. This is one they've been waiting for. Well, we have a good one tonight. Two powerhouse clubs about to throw down. Kenny, how do you see this playing out?
Well, you got two teams bring out their best in each other tonight, Ernie. So that's why this.
Oh, say does the Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home.
And a stirring rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner by the terrific Linda Lynn, getting us ready for NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off a good outing against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
And, Greg, you know, not too many teams are going to win shooting that poorly from the floor. Well, I'd have to say it says a lot about them as a ball club to win with that poor shooting performance.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Boston, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Thompson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Ibaka in at the power forward position. And for teams not enjoying a quick start to the season, Clark, how long until they start to push the panic button and making some big moves?
You know, Kevin, I don't think you ever can push the panic button. I think you have to have a sense of what direction you're going, be realistic about who you are and what you have. And that's where good leadership comes in, not just with the team itself, from the coaches to the players, but in your front office, too. I mean, you've got to have some flexibility to adjust to the length of the season and challenges of it, and yet still stay on course with your overall plan.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Thompson right side, pocket six, back to Leonard, shoots over Pippen, and it's Leonard missing. And the 76ers with possession. Pippen, the pass to Sexton. Second shot opportunity. Pass to McGee. Thompson against Robertson. Here's Malone. He's on target from 8 feet out. Malone's got his second basket.
And Malone, a high percentage scorer when he gets it in deep. Once he's got the defense on his back, the game becomes easy with his ability to score.
Pippen with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Sexton with it. Picked up by Thompson. Sexton kicks to Pippen. Inside, here's Robertson. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
And Scottie Pippen so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
Passes it to Lillard. This one for three. Rebound, Malone. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And that one, good.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights. Brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Scotty's checked in for JaVale McGee. Decker comes in for Pippen. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Sexton. Young is subbed in for Robertson. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, guys, when you talk about some of the great turnarounds for a franchise in NBA history, the process for the 76ers has paid dividends. They went from 10 wins in 2016 to 52 wins last year.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. The pass to Leonard. And there it is for him. Leonard's got 5 now. And the steps, Clark, the 76ers have taken. It's only the beginning.
Yeah, this is really the ideal situation to have if you're the Sixers. I mean, this team's built to last and still has good draft assets and flexible cap space. I mean, come on. That's an abundance of riches there.
Here's Decker. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And the clock. Korver. Good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Dellavedova kicks to Leonard. Shoots over Decker. And it's Leonard missing.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Knocks it loose. Decker passes to Young. Back to Decker. Here's Dellavedova. Bucket is good. Dellavedova's got his first points of the game.
And Dellavedova, although not that quick enough to get him down the floor because he outworks everybody and led to the opportunity to score.
Now, here's Scott. No points in the game yet for him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively. Yeah, those shots are taken totally in rhythm, high percentage quality shots, and really getting whatever he wants.
Malone left side. Back to Young. Pass to Decker. And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul. $19 seconds left here in the first quarter. Young outside. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks to Korver. Over Thompson. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. Back to the action after this word. The leadership mantle, something that Damian talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, you know, people are going to look to you first. You know, they're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, you know, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
Yeah, I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Grinding away down low, man. Just filing them down. Love the bully ball method. Off well.
On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Matthew Dellavedova. Larry Nance up there. Then it's Schrempf, and it's Lillard in at the 1. Here's Lillard. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. Dellavedova with the ball. On the wing, Nance. Pachulia kicks to Schrempf. Shoots. That shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Exactly. Dispatched in the conference semis, and so they'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. Robertson passes to Kaminsky. Robertson kicks to Kaminsky. From 18 feet away. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the 76ers lead by 7. Clark, agility is such an important thing for players to have, obviously. When you look at the offensive end, knowing that agility has that upper value, who are some of the more elusive players you see in the game now?
Man, I don't think there's any more elusive player in the game than Steph Curry. I tell you, he's not the most athletic, he's not the fastest, but he is the slipperiest guy to try to keep a handle. His ball handling, his shot making, his change of pace. I throw Kyrie Irving in there as well. Kemba Walker, diminutive in size, but boy, is he hard to keep corralled. And Lou Williams, one of my favorites. One of the great scorers, maybe one of the greatest scorers ever, under 6'2" in the league.
Some terrific names there.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Some changes for Philadelphia. JaVale McGee comes in for Marjanovic. And it's Sexton in for Kyle Korver. The Celtics also changing it up. Gobert, he's checked in for Pachulia. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for Nance. Now, here is Schrempf. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now, here is Dellavedova. Poked away. Pippen with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Dishes it to Sexton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Fires from the wing. Again, Philadelphia.
And they are earning points with the jump shot now.
Lillard, the pass to Schrempf. Robertson against Lillard. Ibaka outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Schrempf. Good work defensively by Pippen. Philadelphia leading by 9. Robertson outside. Pass to Pippen. He kicks to McGee. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Puts it up from 17. Yep, that one goes. And now it's an 11-point 76ers lead.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
You're exactly right. I mean, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on mid-range jumpers.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Malone's checked in for JaVale McGee. Mike Scott comes in for Kaminsky. Sam Decker's checked in for Pippen. Young is subbed in for Robertson. And then for Boston, Young's checked in for Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Schrempf. And it's Thompson in for Matthew Dellavedova. Celtics trail by 8. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken.
Serge Ibaka is checking
the defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now, here's Scott. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Malone in the post. Defended by Gobert. Another miss by Philadelphia. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 5. They host the Kings after this game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Gobert with the block, and they get it back. Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Ibaka finds Lillard. Three-pointer.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers on top, leading by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Damian, you guys got off to a great start, but what is this team doing to give you problems?
They're a really good offensive team. And they came out, they made shots. And that makes it even harder when the team gets that confidence going early in the game. But we picked up our energy. We got out and ran on offense, but that started with us getting stopped. So we just picked it up on defense, and that allowed us to get back in the game.
Well, the key will be if you can keep them dispirited in the second half, Damian. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, your offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Their defense has been practically non-existent. Sure, they're facing a team that got hot. You can even say a bit lucky at times, but no one is stepping up on D and taking anything away. Have some pride. Don't let a guy shoot like that in your face.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
Celtics trail by 5.
And, you know, Brett Brown has seen it all in Philly, the good and bad times, was the head coach for their lowest points as this team rebuilt. Now he's reaping the fruits of his labor and persistence as he leads a star-studded Sixers team that has great potential.
JaVale McGee is out there with Moses Malone. Then there's Robertson. Then there's Sexton. And it's Pippen in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Gobert after Moses Malone scored. Here's Sexton. That's good. And Robertson with the assist. And the 76ers lead by 9.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Thompson. 5 on the clock. Rebound by the 76ers. Clark, you have to applaud management for the way they stuck with Brown as the team was turning things around.
Yeah, I love it, Kevin. I really do. I mean, being able to see the long-term picture and stay with a coach who you believe is the right one for your group. Very impressive work by the Sixers. You know, injuries and a lack of talent were the issue early, not the coaching. Players love Brown, and rarely are coaches afforded as much time and patience as this franchise gave Brown. I applaud him.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Marjanovic checked in for Philadelphia. Korver comes in for Sexton. Kufas checked in for the Celtics. Nance comes in for Serge Ibaka. Leonard kicks to Thompson. Back to Leonard. Poke loose, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. We've got a moment now to check out how the points have been divided between the starters and the bench for Boston. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career, it was pretty solid as well. I thought Herb Williams had a fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player of the group that came out of Ohio State. Jim Jackson is another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek probably in longevity, championships, Hall of Fame stature. I think he may be the best NBA bucket.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there too.
Oh, I didn't play long enough. Didn't play long enough.
Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Leonard. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Now the 76ers on the break. And then Oscar Robertson with the dunk.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Yeah, it looks too easy for him. Almost looks too easy for him, I should say, Greg. I mean, their chemistry really, really at a high level.
Here's Thompson. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Just 4 to shoot. Nance passes to Young. To halt the run. And no good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Robertson against Thompson. Tries from 10. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Lillard. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team. And there was no effort on behalf of the defense. None. I mean, the shooter has to be upset with himself for missing that shot.
Pass to Thompson. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Marjanovic. Sam Decker comes in for Pippen. Young is subbed in for Robertson. Pachulia, he's checked in for Boston. Schrempf comes in for Larry Nance. Now, here is Young. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 2 points, that one goes.
And providing the score, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by Philadelphia.
And, you know, Thaddeus Young, the veteran forward out of Georgia Tech, over a decade of service in the NBA, and he's still one of the more dependable scorers you'll find in terms of over the course of a season.
Now here's Malone. He's got 8 over Pachulia. Malone misses.
And the defense that time was late, and you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
Young, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Young's got 5 points so far.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got his second bucket.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Korver kicks to Malone. Korver with it. Lillard picks him up. A putback. It's good on the putback. Malone's got 4 points in the quarter.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. 6 on the shot clock. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Thompson.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Right back after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 17 points was their biggest margin. On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Gobert. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Thompson in at the 2 spot.
Well, that's exactly what's been happening here. Where's the focus? Where's the intensity? Where's the resilience? Where's the energy? From the defenders, all of that is absent.
And Lillard kicks to Gobert. There's the pass to Leonard. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Pippen's checked in.
For the 76ers, Scottie Pippen.
Kicks it out to Lillard. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Hits it from three-point range.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, you know what, Greg? To me, it looks like they packed it in and just kind of given up.
And Thompson kicks to Leonard. Back to Thompson. Lets the three fly, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at them. Show them you can shoot from outside all night long.
Young inside, covered by Lillard. Pass to McGee. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
And the 76ers making a change here. Robertson's checked in. And here are the 76ers now. It's a 14-point game. Here's Leonard, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And the foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers.
Foul. Elbow. Two.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury
Take a break.
the jump shot.
Take a break. Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
No good on that one. And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama. And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
And Greg, with Kawhi, started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
And he can't get the first one.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Boston making some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for Ibaka. Schrempf comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jennings in for Lillard. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He said, fellas, I know you're tired, but you can't coast now. You've got to go harder. This game is in sight. We got to power through and get it. Words from a champion. Back to you.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Kufis checked in for Boston. Young comes in for Klay Thompson. Boston making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Kufis. Klay Thompson comes in for Larry Nance. And Lillard subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Thompson inside the line, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Philadelphia leading by 12. And the 76ers call time here. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits at this point of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
Malone's checked in for Philadelphia. The Celtics also changing it up. Gobert, he's checked in for Koufos. Thompson comes in for Nance. And Lillard subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Robertson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And, you know, for the Big O tonight, doesn't really matter, Kevin. Inside, outside, well defended or not, he's scoring at will.
Well, Clark, some G League salaries on the rise due to two-way contracts.
Yeah, and I think some of it is a function, Kevin, of the league's prosperity and success as revenues continue to grow. But I don't think it's a handout. I mean, when these guys get called up to the NBA, they've got to continue to be ready to produce and contribute, because at the end of the day, it's about production if you're going to make your way into the NBA.
And the basket by Schrempf.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep. Just possesses great height and that high release point.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Thompson finds Lillard. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Schrempf. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, that was $1 million crossover to free him up, but that finish, I'll give him 50 cents.
McGee bounce pass. Robertson against Thompson. Robertson kicks to Sexton. Gobert pulls it in.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Malone with the block.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The free throw drops for Schrempf. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's McGee. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For your 76ers, JaVale McGee. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Malone. Decker comes in for Pippen. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Sexton. Young is subbed in for Robertson. And a new group in for the Celtics. Pachulia, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Nance comes in for Thaddeus Young. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Thompson. And it's Jennings in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Korver, defended by Dellavedova. Kaminsky dishes to Young. Over in the corner, Decker down to 5 on the shot clock. Nance with some nice D. Now here is Dellavedova. Guarded by Korver, and it's Dellavedova missing.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
So the 76ers win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here.